Welcome to the Farming Without the Bank podcast, the show with a no BS approach to money, hosted by a farm strategy expert and authorized IBC practitioner. Join us as we get real and expose the flaws of traditional financial institutions in order to help farmers take control of their finances, create peace of mind, grow their wealth, and leave a legacy. Now, here's your host, Mary Jo Ehrman.
Hello and welcome to today's podcast. Thank you very much for tuning in. I very much appreciate it. As always, if you want to leave me a great, fantastic review and 5 stars, and you're on iTunes, apparently you have to scroll to the bottom and then you can leave the review. So many people have been asking how to do that. I didn't know, but guess what? I had a great client that shared it with me. If you're not on iTunes, I don't know either. Sorry, can't help you, but I'm not an Apple fan, so I got an Apple fan client, and that is what he told me to do. Today, I want to talk to you about should your premiums equal your income? Oh, this is such a hot topic, you guys. So many people are talking about this in other podcasts, and people are reading Nelson's book, which is absolutely fantastic. And he mentions it a couple of times in his book. And so I thought, well, I guess it's the topic of the day. Let's address it. And what does Mary Jo feel about it? And so honestly, I don't like it. I don't like the idea. I've yet to figure out how you do that immediately because Nelson says not to. On the very last page of Nelson's book, he says, this should be a goal that you could possibly reach in 20 years. It's something to work towards. And if your income is constantly increasing, it might take you some time. And so, do we want to do everything overnight? Do we want instant gratification because we're excited? We see the concept. Yeah, we do. Is it the smart thing to do? Not in my opinion, not according to what I've seen. You guys, this is crazy. I've seen other agents with clients who have done this, and these policies can possibly blow up. So why is Nelson suggesting it? I did a little research before I did this podcast with people that studied closer with Nelson than I did myself, people that lived with Nelson, that worked with Nelson on a daily basis. And guess what those people said? Nelson counted his loan repayments as part of the income that's going into the policy. Not all premium payment, but income that's going into the policy. Because what does Nelson say? All of your income should run through a policy. So that either being a loan repayment or that being a premium payment. It's running through the policy. He also counted his dividends as part of his premium payment. Well, dividends roll right back into the policy. They don't send you a check and then he paid that out of pocket. They roll right back in. So should my income equal my premium payment? Well, now we got to count that as part of it as well. In his book, he says, use your imagination, reason, and logic. And I think that we get so excited we forget to use our logic and our reasoning, okay? I, as an agent, would love to sell you premium that equals your income. Oh, what a great payday for me. What a horrible idea for you. Think about it. Look at the numbers. If you're going to live on $12,000 a year and your premium is $12,000 a year, you put $12,000 in and you borrow $12,000 to live. You now have to pay that $12,000 back so you have it there next year, and you have to pay a $12,000 premium, right? If you put $12,000 in again and you don't pay it back, year 2, great, cash value, let's just say everything's even. Cash value goes up by 12, but you still have a loan of 12. So at what point does a loan get paid back? You're going to pay interest only on that loan? Yeah, Nelson also says to have loans so you have a windfall. Well, what if that windfall doesn't happen for 30 years? Now, all of a sudden, we have interest that's due out there. How are we going to get that paid? Most people will have a windfall in their life. And then there are some people that will not have a windfall. I have seen people having to pay for their families, their mom or dad or aunt or uncle or whatever. They've had to pay for funeral expenses. There ain't no windfall in that situation. Instead, they're needing to go to cash value to pay those expenses. So we have to think about these things. Clearly, I feel pretty strongly about this. I just don't think people need to have that happen immediately. I don't think that people need to have that happen in the first 5 years of them using the infinite banking concept. If you want to be risky and you want to do that, I'm just not your girl. Not me. There are agents out there that will do it. And good for them, but not for me. We all have areas that we are strong in. And I'm pretty strong in the fact that this is not something we need to start right away, especially something with farmers. You guys have no idea what your income is going to be from year to year. No idea. So how is your income going to match your premium payment? My God, you have $1 million of cash flow coming in, right? If you're farming and you make $1 million a gross, are you supposed to put $1 million in there, or are you supposed to just put your net in? Nelson didn't specify if it was gross or net, not that I've read. And I've read the book several times. So think it through. Take it slow. Nelson had 49 life insurance policies over his lifetime. He was 88 when he passed away. People, over his lifetime. Do not get so excited that we lose the rationale of what we're trying to do here. Here's another thing. Life insurance companies will not sell you insurance to match your income. They will ask what your gross income is. They will ask what your net worth is. They will ask where we're getting money to pay for premium. If your income matches your premium, they're going to ask how you're going to pay for that. Because remember, they are not in the business of banking. They are in the business of life insurance. They actuarially need to have that policy on the books to pay for itself. It can't be canceled in the first 10 years. Well, you can cancel it, but it doesn't make the insurance company rich. Like y'all would believe, oh, the insurance company just makes a lot of money. That's why they want to do this. Oh, hello. They need to pay for that death benefit. You give them $10,000 and they give you $500,000 of death benefit. You think that they made their money in year one if you die? No, they didn't. So they don't want people canceling policies. They don't want to put business on the books and then it falls off. That doesn't make sense to them. That's not good business. They need that money working so that those death benefits can get paid, so that they can take care of your family. They can do exactly what they promised to do. Okay? We have to think about the big picture. It's not just your pocketbook, but the company. Remember, it's your company. It's your business. We don't want to be stealing the peas. If you have not read Nelson's book, I highly, highly, highly encourage you to grab that book. My books are great. They're fantastic, in fact. But my book is an intro to Nelson's book. But please read his book more than once. A lot of people are missing that very last page where he says this should take 20 years. Okay, guys, I don't need to beat this dead horse. This is what I think. This is how I feel. This is what I've seen based on numbers. And I think we just need to work ourselves into it. We don't need to start right away. We need to look at the big picture of what Nelson was trying to say. But since I have you here, guess what? I might be coming to a city near you. I am planning right now to be hitting Brookings and Des Moines, Iowa in March. And so keep that in mind. Be on the lookout. If you are not following me on social media, please do that. You can find me Farming Without the Bank on Facebook. You can find me on LinkedIn, Mary Jo Ehrman. You can find me on Instagram. I am not on Twitter. I don't like Twitter. I don't know. It's like too much. It's just too much for me. So LinkedIn, Facebook, or Instagram. If you have bought a book, you're going to get email updates, or you can go to the website. We're adding something so you can just put your email address in, your name and email, and then we can send you updates that way as well. And so if you have wanted to talk to me in person, you've wanted to share your story in person, whatever, I will be in those areas of Brookings, South Dakota, Des Moines, Iowa. So if you are in or around those areas, please be on the lookout. This is going to be about an 1.5 to 2 hour session that I'm just going to share this, how it works, what it looks like. I will have books there. You do not need to be a farmer to come. So if you have a family member that's a non-farmer and they want to attend, they can do that as well. And we would be happy to have them there because obviously I have more than one book as an intro to Nelson's, but I will have Nelson's books there too. It's going to be about $25 to $30 to come just to help pay for some of the expenses. So you can buy those tickets online, but you guys keep in mind, like if I don't have 15 to 20 people there, I'm not coming. It's just not happening. It is so time consuming and it is so expensive for me to do that it has to make sense. And there has to be 15 to 20 people that sign up. So if this is in and around your area and you want to come, please get your tickets right away so that we're not canceling last minute or making a last minute decision if we should be going or not. Anyway, be on the lookout. I might be coming to a city near you. Okay, thank you very much for joining in today. I appreciate it. And if you need anything, you know where to find me, Mary Jo at withoutthebank.com. Let me know your thoughts, your concerns. If there's a topic you want me to address, I am happy to do that. All right, y'all, have a good day.
Thanks for listening to the Farming Without the Bank podcast. We hope today's episode has inspired you to take control of your finances in new ways. Don't forget to check out our website, farmingwithoutthebank.com, and engage with us on our Facebook page, Farming Without the Bank. Join us next week as we smash more financial myths and empower you to accomplish your financial goals.